Hi there, Cancer. Welcome to twice your reading for next month with a solar eclipse in Cancer and a lunar eclipse in Aquarius and Mars retrograde in Aquarius. But there are also two grand trines next month, and they will neutralize a lot of the negative, and also some negative things could also turn into something positive, maybe a new lesson, a new way of being, getting rid of some kind of inhibition, seeing things from a new light, and so on. So it depends. So let's see what the tarot cards say about July 2018 for Cancer, Sun sign, rising, or moon sign. So the first card in your reading is the Queen of Cups, and this is a good sign because the Queen of Cups is usually a nice female. She could be in love, she could be somebody that you love, she could be a good friend. It could also represent you and tell you that you have friends and that you are loved, and that you might develop also feelings for somebody. And the next card for relationships, you have the Queen of Swords. So it's very possible that you are in an on-off relationship with somebody, or that you meet somebody, you fall in love with this person, but the relationship doesn't go too well. Otherwise, this could be two different females, and it depends on the situation. Now maybe you turn your backs on each other for one or another reason. When it comes to work and finances, it's like things are you're resting a little bit, you don't give it so much thought. Maybe some of you are on vacation, or you need a break from responsibilities, but nonetheless this is also the card of a cold bed, and therefore, as I said, some of you might find yourself alone again. A relationship doesn't work out, maybe you love somebody and then you have to separate, or you find out that this is not really the person for you. So the Queen of Cups is the woman in love, but she is the single woman that is quite okay with her life, and this is the cold bed. On the other hand, it depends. Now maybe somebody around you, you could also be somebody that is connected emotionally to this female, but you realize that this female is okay on her own in her cold bed, and you can't change that, or she doesn't need your help, and everyone has their own life and destiny. On the other hand, if you are married, let's say, or in a long-term relationship, you have maybe to deal with a little bit of loneliness, I would say. Maybe you don't have that romance as you had it previously, or your partner is traveling or moving or going here and there, and you are maybe not that connected always, especially in July. Otherwise, the challenge is strength, so there is a lot to put up with, but you become stronger as a human being and more resilient, and more able to handle all kinds of difficult situations. There are lessons to be learned, and there are things yet to be revealed about. This could be a card of intuition, of course, but in most cases there are some hidden forces, sometimes dark forces, and even hidden enemies that might already influence your life a little bit by controlling your life with gossip, things people say about you, or how people influences people's perception or opinion about you. And but the moon also kind of tells you that at some point you will find out the truth, so you will have to cope with some realities, some things you might not have been aware of. And there's a lot to put up with, to deal with, but at the same time there's a lot of personal growth and strengths. Females are especially important in your life, and if you respect the Queen of Swords, she will respect you back. But don't try to get her to live life differently, because she has her own destiny, and maybe she doesn't have the of course it could be an air sign. This female can also represent somebody that is very, very intellectual, very smart woman with a scientific background, but she could represent any kind of female that is single, could even represent you, as I said, maybe from a relationship you end up single and you turn your back on your love or on your feelings. Otherwise, the Queen of Cups could also represent a good friend. But there is no kind of conflict. If there is a conflict with another female, it's more like you turn your backs on each other, you ignore each other, you don't talk about sensitive subjects, but it's not like there's a huge fight or stuff like that. So it looks like a complicated month anyway. 2 major arcana cards, and your card, your advice card is Wind, and from the Mystical Shaman Oracle card deck. And wind is all about change, and change is never easy because it is difficult. You go always in the same, especially if you are happy with your life, with how things are going, and there's a disruption when there is change. And it depends now. The wind also blows from all 4 directions, so it depends if it's south or west or north or east, if the changes are within, if the changes are happening in your mind, in the way you think about stuff, in the way you feel about things, in the way you behave, or basically in the way you see things. So but from my point of view, from this reading, you kind of need more clarity. So it's more about the air signs, or the qualities of air. And so you might also need, of course, to change your mind about something. Maybe the old way of doing things have become so automatic that you kind of need to make a choice, because you have more clarity. There are things that are being revealed. Maybe this is the lunar eclipse, so things will shift with the lunar eclipse in Aquarius. Something will happen, things will change, and some stuff will be revealed. And the eclipse, the Aquarius eclipse, I believe, is a little bit more difficult than the Cancer eclipse. And there are things that are definitely revealed. You see things differently, you understand your reality differently, and now you have to find a new way to act in the world. And sometimes through chaos, we also grow, because we have the chance to restart our senses. It's like just checking out our environment as if we had seen it for the first time. And it kind of helps us to become more grounded, and less preconceived ideas about what to do, how to act, what to judge situations, and also people. We are a little bit more open. So even if you might feel that your world is turned upside down a little bit, this is very temporary. So things will definitely change this month, but it's not the end of the world. It changes your perspective very much. And there will be a new understanding. It's not easy, but it's going to change the way you see things, and so on. And if you remain neutral, like the Queen of Swords, it will be an easier ride for you. And this was your reading for no, there is one more card, actually, excuse me, from the Oracle de la Triade, card for Cancer, Sun sign, Rising, Moon sign, what you need to know about July 2018. Elevation. So things will improve. Don't worry what at all, because things will definitely improve. And if you are worrying about finances, because you have there the Four of Swords, so it doesn't look like much is happening right now, or that there is a lot of stability. Maybe your finances are a little bit asleep. They will definitely improve. If there are difficulties, you will definitely rise above them, and so on. So improvement will come. Everything will just get better, and some of you might even make progress in your career eventually, and you get a better position or a better job, or your business goes better, and so on. So this is it. This is the whole reading. Thank you for watching. I wish you a great month.